In 2020, crypto thefts, frauds, and hacks total $1.9 billion. Just in the US, exchanges sent 41.2 million worth of bitcoins directly to criminals. Hello, my name is Garima Chaudhary, and in this video, I'll be discussing the increasing threat of cryptocurrency in AML compliance and how innovative technologies can help. Let's start by discussing some key known risk indicators and red flags. Number 1, red flags during account opening and CDD process. Similar to traditional banking, incomplete or insufficient KYC information, customer declining request for KYC documents or inquiries regarding the source of fund or has provided forged document could be a good risk indicator. Customer name or address appears on public forum associated with illegal activity or high risk list by law enforcement due to previous criminal association can also be an important indicator. Additionally, transactions initiated from non-trusted IP addresses from sanctions jurisdiction, or IP addresses previously flagged as suspicious. Number 2, red flags related to source of fund or wealth. Clients transacting with crypto addresses or bank cards that are connected to known fraud, extortion, or ransomware schemes, sanction addresses, darknet marketplaces, or other illicit website is an important indicator. Another important risk indicator around source of wealth could be lack of transparency or insufficient information on the origin and owners of the funds, such as those involving the use of shell companies or those funds placed in initial coin offering ICO, where personal data or investor may not be available, or incoming transactions from online payments systems through credit or prepaid cards followed by instant withdrawal. Number 3, size and frequency of transactions. And again, these are very similar to traditional banking system. Structuring crypto transaction, exchange or transfer in small amounts or in amount under record keeping or reporting threshold, like structuring cash transaction, is an important indicator. Or making multiple high value transactions in short periods, such as within 24-hour period, transferring crypto immediately to multiple service providers, especially to service providers registered or operated in another unrelated or high risk jurisdictions. Number 4, geographical risk indicators. A red flag could be customers' fund originated from or sent to an exchange that is not registered in the jurisdiction where either the customer or exchange is located. Or customer utilizes a crypto exchange or foreign located transfer services in a high risk jurisdiction lacking or known to have inadequate AML or CTF regulation for crypto entities, including inadequate CDD or KYC measures. And number 5, risk indicators related to anonymity. Transaction by customers involving more than one type of cryptocurrencies despite additional transaction fees, and especially those cryptocurrencies that provide higher anonymity, such as anonymity exchanged cryptocurrencies, AEC, or privacy coins. Another key indicator could be transactions making use of mixing and tumbling services, suggesting an intent to observe the flow of illicit funds between known wallet addresses and darknet marketplaces. Since crypto transactions are irreversible, therefore it is critical to assess client activity real time prior to money laundering, fraud, or any type of crime occurs. Leveraging graph on various aspects of program is also vital in understanding complex, anonymous, and irreversible ecosystem of cryptocurrency. Let's discuss the efficient program approach in 3 different aspects. Let's start by number 1, which is entity resolution. Entity might be leveraging multiple type of cryptocurrencies, mixers, or tumbling services. Therefore, it is crucial to resolve entities with internal and external information to understand holistic profile and customer activity. Graph entity resolution can provide a holistic view of all matched entities by various attributes such as name, IP addresses, email, and dark web addresses as well. Graph entity resolution approach can help find multiple seemingly unrelated crypto wallets controlled from the same IP addresses or MAC addresses, which may be involved in the use of shell wallet registered to different users to conceal their relation to each other. Entity resolution using graph will enhance anonymity understanding around users entering the crypto service platform using IP addresses associated with darknet or similar software that allow anonymous communication, including encrypted emails and VPNs. Number 2, multi-dimensional real-time transaction monitoring. Looking at single risk area has proven to be not efficient in assessing overall risk and can generate high false positives. Monitoring approach should consider all relevant risk areas such as client risk, which is basically the inherent risk, activity risk such as red flag patterns, dark web, geographical risk including trusted versus non-trusted IP addresses, and high risk entities, which is negative news, PEPs, and sanctions holistically. Monitoring algorithms or models should calculate risk based on associating suspicious addresses and wallets. Also should profile leverage based on available global exchanges, ATMs, mixtures, gambling services, and known criminal addresses to score transaction and assess risk. Lastly, models should assign risk level to activities real time related to suspicious address and wallets. And number 3, contextual investigation. Organization can leverage powerful graph analytics to connect the dots between cryptocurrency ecosystem, providing a holistic representation of networks that uncovers hidden patterns. For example, investigators can bring additional information while investigating many seamless, unrelated crypto wallets controlled from the same IP addresses or related network. Artificial intelligence can also be leveraged to enhance human expertise through recommendation and next best action, while also helping analysts gain situational awareness and learn institutional best practices. Exchange executive faced arrest, extradition, and massive fines as individuals are held personally accountable for compliance gaps. Traditional banks are also offering crypto product and services. No wonder regulatory scrutiny is expected to rise in coming future. I'm really curious to know what additional risk areas are you seeing and how you think we should be tackling those. Let me know in the comment box, and thank you for watching.